I'm Karen Whitaker, 54 years old, and I live in a quiet cul-de-sac in Franklin, Tennessee, just south of Nashville. 3 kids, 2 dogs, 1 husband who travels for work, and a house that looks like a Hobby Lobby exploded in it. Every spring I do the same thing. I hire a cleaning lady for a full-day deep clean because Lord knows I'm too tired after teaching 3rd grade all year. This year I booked Rosa through an app. 5-star reviews, background checked, the whole 9 yards. I left her a key under the frog statue, kissed my golden retrievers goodbye, and headed to school like it was any other Friday. Around 11:17 a.m. my phone rang. Private number. I almost let it go to voicemail, but something told me to answer. A panicked whisper came through. Mrs. Whitaker? This is Rosa. Ma'am, there's someone in your house right now. My blood turned to ice. Rosa, what do you mean? The alarm was set. I'm the only one with the code. I swear, Mum. I was vacuuming the upstairs and I heard footsteps in the attic. Heavy ones. Then the attic door creaked open by itself. I ran downstairs and locked myself in the half-bath. I can hear them walking above me right now. I was already grabbing my purse, heart slamming against my ribs. Stay where you are. I'm calling 911. I dialed the police while speedwalking to my car. Dispatcher said units were 8 minutes out. 8 minutes felt like 8 years. I stayed on the phone with Rosa the whole drive. She was crying so hard I could barely understand her. Ma'am, they just knocked on the bathroom door. 3 slow knocks. I am gonna die. I floored it through every yellow light on Mac Hatcher Parkway, praying out loud like a crazy woman. I beat the cops by 30 seconds. I skidded into my driveway, left the car running, and sprinted to the front door screaming Rosa's name. The door was cracked open. I pushed it with my foot, expecting a masked intruder. Instead I saw Rosa huddled on the foyer floor, face buried in her knees sobbing. And standing over her was my 17-year-old son Ethan, in a black ski mask, holding a Bluetooth speaker. He yanked cord still swinging. He pulled the mask off and gave me that same sheepish grin he's had since kindergarten. Surprise? I'm not proud of what I did next. I slapped him so hard his cheek turned cherry red before my brain even caught up. Then I started ugly crying in the middle of my own foyer, while 2 confused Williamson County deputies walked in with guns drawn. Let me back up because this story actually starts 6 months earlier. Last November, my husband Mark lost his job when the plant in Spring Hill shut down. We didn't tell the kids how bad it was. We just quietly stopped eating out, canceled Disney Plus, and I started buying off-brand everything. Ethan, my middle child, overheard us fighting about money one night. He never said a word, but the next week he started working weekends at Chick-fil-A and picking up lawn mowing gigs. Fast forward to April. Ethan asked if he could have 20 friends over while we were supposed to be in Gatlinburg for our anniversary. We said absolutely not. He dropped it. Or so we thought. The boy spent the next 3 weeks planning the most elaborate surprise of my life. He saved every single paycheck. He secretly paid Rosa, who turned out to be his assistant manager's mom, $400 cash to be part of the prank. He recruited his girlfriend, his best friend, and his little sister Haley to help stage everything. The plan: scare me half to death so I'd come racing home. Straight into a surprise anniversary vow renewal party in our own backyard. While I was speeding home thinking I was about to be murdered, 30 of our closest friends and family were hiding in the garage with balloons, a catered barbecue spread from Martin's, and a string quartet from Belmont University. Ethan had even talked to my principal and gotten me a substitute for the rest of the day. The footsteps in the attic were his buddy Cole on a Bluetooth speaker app playing creaking sounds. The knock on the bathroom door was Ethan himself trying not to laugh. The ski mask? He swears it was just to stay anonymous in case I got caught on the Ring camera. When the cops realized what was happening, one of them actually started laughing so hard he had to step outside. I was still shaking with leftover adrenaline when Mark, who'd been in on it the whole time, walked out of the kitchen holding a bouquet of sunflowers and wearing the same suit from our wedding 25 years ago. Everybody yelled surprise. At the same time, I looked around at the backyard. White lights strung through the trees, our old wedding photos projected on a sheet, our parents who'd flown in from Ohio, even my sister who hates flying. And there was a new wooden sign hanging over the patio that Ethan had burned himself. Mom and Dad, you taught us love is worth fighting for. Today we fight for you. Love, Ethan, Haley, and Logan. I lost it all over again. We renewed our vows right there under the same maple tree where we got engaged. Ethan walked me down the aisle this time, said it was practice for the real thing one day. Haley was my maid of honor in her prom dress. Logan, our Marine who's stationed in California, surprised us on FaceTime propped up on a chair like he was really there. Rosa got a $600 instead of $400, and the biggest hug of her life. And Ethan? He's grounded until he's 30. But every night when I tuck him in, yes, I still tuck in my 6-foot 17-year-old. He whispers the same thing. Worth it, Mom. So if you ever hire a cleaning lady in Middle Tennessee, and she calls you screaming that someone's in your house, maybe ask a few more questions before you call the cops. Because sometimes the scariest sound in the world is actually your kid trying to show you just how much they love you.